This now?
Yep, I got you guys.
1, 2.
A week from Bucks County for all things on the hardwood.
Sorry about that
Let's
little
go
adjustment.
live to Sandy's
cool. I
Beef
gotta get
and
used to
Ale
it.
in nearby
Nate's like, oh,
Leghorn,
man, I don't know what to
featuring
do.
the best sandwiches anywhere for the high school coaches corner. Now, here is your host, Chris Ermer.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the High School Coaches Corner at Sandy's Beef and Ale, the home of the world-famous Sandy Witch. And we got an action-packed show, a lot of teams with us tonight, so we're going to meet a lot of basketball players, coaches, and find out what's going on with the local programs. And we get to start with Neshaminy. We get a lot of love from the Neshaminy football program here for the Coaches Roundtable show. And now we're talking, instead of high school football, high school basketball, and great to have Coach Mark Tingle with us. Coach.
Great to have it. Yep, thanks for having us, Chris.
Thank you for being with us. Tell us a little bit about the ups and downs so far. You guys are 9-7 right now. A tough overtime game to Pennsbury.
Yep.
I don't know. What's the next step for Neshaminy? Upcoming games. You got CB East.
We have 9-7 currently. We have tough one last night against our rivals. Great game, hard fought game like usual. Went to overtime, and just came out and losing in, unfortunately. But we have CB East tomorrow, away at CB East, who's 6 or 7 or 5 or so in the district right now. So they're playing well, and then we play again at home against Council Rock South Friday.
And then you get all the league teams that you guys will match up against.
Right.
Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight. We have so many players with us. We want to meet everybody and get a chance to say hello to some of the great basketball talent that is here with us at Sandy's and has been joining us over the past bunch of weeks. And I would think that you guys got a little – the schedule got a little complicated.
Yes.
A few weeks ago, we had a couple of inches of rain. Last week, we were dealing with a couple of Arctic blasts of weather. Has that messed up the schedule for you guys? We're happy you guys could be here tonight. That's kind of the point I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks we weren't even able to think about it. We had practice and all that kind of stuff had to be pushed back. Tomorrow is a makeup game, actually, against CB East. So try not to play back-to-backs on Thursday, Fridays. But unfortunately, we just got to get in.
Yeah, I was thinking CB East, you guys are in the league, and this is
Right.
the crossover thing, but
Exactly,
I guess you got to make that one up.
Yeah, we started back our division last night, so.
All right, so tell us who you brought with you tonight.
I brought, to my right is Amir Coombs. He's our starting point guard. He's been a starter for our team since his sophomore year. And next to him is Nate Townsend, another guard senior who's also started next to him since sophomore year as well.
Guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
One of the things we like to touch on the Coaches Corner are some basketball connections that are going on. We like to, are you a Philadelphia 76ers fan?
Yeah, of course.
Of
big
course.
Sixers
Eagles fan?
No, I don't like
Oh,
the Eagles.
okay.
Yeah,
Whoa.
let's not talk about that.
But 76ers star Joel Embiid went for 70 the other night. Amazing accomplishment. And so I want to ask everybody who's with us tonight, what was your biggest night? Do you remember when you were able to really fill up the stat column? And tell us about that. I don't know if it was this season in a game that happened in the past.
Yeah, it was actually a game that happened in the past last year against Boyertown. It was the first round of district playoffs. And that was a big game for me. I think I had 23 that night.
That's awesome.
And I
On
think
the
I had,
road. On the
Yeah,
road.
that was our first. That was my first district playoff game ever in my high school career, and I think I had 6 threes that game. So that was a pretty big game for me.
And do you remember like the mentality? What you were thinking? I mean, when you get in a zone, what were you? Was there a lot of thought going on, or you were just performing?
I was just playing. Like the coaches, after I made my first few threes, like it felt good, and the coaches just told me like you're shooting and keep shooting, and they gave me like confidence to just keep going, and I just took it.
I mean, it's fascinating to think, you have one big night and then the next night you come out and maybe, some players will struggle to find their shooting touch and stuff. So, wow, 23 points, that's an awesome night.
Yeah.
What's your highlight from this season for Neshaminy basketball, and what's the key moving forward? So a double-barrel question to you, Amir.
Yeah, so this is kind of cliche, but I think our highlight is actually our most recent game against CB West, which is a great team. They're doing very good right now. But like Coach always stresses, we haven't really got like a great signature win yet, and I think that win really like motivated us to keep going and stuff like that. So that was a huge win for us.
Yeah.
And the next steps for us really is just like like every day in practice, all the coaches on the staff say like just take it one game at a time. So I think that's just the next step for us. Like it's easy to look ahead and like, oh, we got to win this game and win that game, but the game that we have to win is the game that's next. So that's really just our mentality right now. Like we said, we got a good game tomorrow against CB East. They're a great team, 6th in the district. So a win for them, that would be huge for us.
Keep that mindset on the next road trip, the next game, CB East. Well, good luck. Thanks for being with us tonight. Pass that microphone on to your teammate, and we get to talk with Nate Townsend. 16 points per game, 6 rebounds per game. Amir averaging 13 points per game. So, Nate, tell us about a big night that you can look back on. Folks that are with us, we're talking about Joel Embiid and his 70 points. Nobody's going to have 70 points on their resume.
I don't know about that.
Anytime you can get to double digits, to me, and make your presence felt. So, how about you, Nate?
I think my biggest game was we played Tenet last year. I had 30 points. I had a couple games where I had like double-doubles too, but I like to pass to my teammates, so I'm not really worried about the points at the end of the day.
Worried about the results, about the wins?
The wins, yeah.
What's
Sharing
the key
the ball,
to getting a W against CB East? Let's just look at that game specifically. What are you hearing from your coaches?
Just personally, just keep attacking, right? Be aggressive, share the ball, facilitate, but then again, get yours as well too. So as long as we get the win, that's all we worried about at the end of the day.
All right, so from this year, Nate, your biggest highlight, your either a personal moment or a team accomplishment that you can look back on and share with us?
I think definitely the CB West game, just like Mir said, right? That was definitely like our first statement win.
Yeah, they're 13-5, I believe, right now. So it's one of and it was our most recent win.
Big signature victory for Neshaminy that night.
Yeah,
well, that's awesome. We'll keep it going against CB East, and as Amir was saying, keep that one game at a time kind of mindset as you guys work through this season.
Definitely.
Big thanks to Neshaminy basketball for being with us and starting the Coach's Corner here tonight on WBCB. We're going to let you guys go. We got to get a lot of teams up here,
no problem.
Let's bring the Bensalem
I
Owls
appreciate it.
girls up here. Thanks to
Chris.
Amir, to Nate, to Coach Tingle. All right, here at Sandy's Beef and Ale, home of the world-famous Sandwich, and also home of great NFL action. They got the AFC and the NFC title games coming up. And here comes Coach Johnson walking right through the camera.
Oh, sorry. Go that way. I apologize.
Well, we know that Coach Johnson bleeds blue. We learned that a couple of weeks ago when he was here with the Bensalem Owls girls basketball team. Not only does Sandy's, by the way, have the AFC and the NFC championship game, they got a great Super Bowl experience and Super Bowl catering where you get the beef, the pork, the wings, catering trays from Sandy's Beef and Ale. All right, now with us the Bensalem Owls girls basketball team, Coach Steve Johnson. And
our paper? Paper's up there.
we need our homework. I need my homework sheet to figure out what the heck I'm talking about. All right, well, Coach, tell us a little bit about what has gone on with the program since the last time we were together here at Sandy's a couple of weeks ago. As I was talking with Coach Tingle, the logistics, and you guys have dealt with some schedule changes because of the weather. That's for sure. So we missed you last week. Good to have you back here.
Yeah, we had 2 games get canceled, and in that time frame, since we were here 2 weeks ago, we lost 1 game to North Penn, who's one of the better teams in our district, by 5 points. We played them tough. We just started out slow and couldn't kind of get back the last 3 quarters. So we had 1 loss, and we've won all of the other games since then. We had a nice win last night against a league rival, Council Rock South, who we haven't beaten 4 years. So that was nice. That was nice for us to have.
Congratulations. 10-5 for the Owls so far this season. And as you look forward, how are things looking as far as the playoff picture, potential league possibilities? Are you guys thinking about those things?
Yeah, I think the league as of right now is out of hand, but we can definitely compete for just
Might need a little help. But
yeah, we'll need we're not in control of our own destiny.
A lot of help, I guess.
Yeah, but our big thing is just competing every game, going out there and trying to get as many wins as possible. Whether we finish second, finish third, whatever the case may be, we're just going to try our best to make sure we're as high as possible.
All right, well, we say go Owls, and
absolutely.
let's meet who you brought with you tonight,
Absolutely,
Coach.
Yes.
Grace is first up.
Grace is over here. Grace is a sophomore. Grace McShane. This is Devin Bell, our junior.
All right, we'll talk to Devin first. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
So, Devin, we're asking everybody about their big night tonight on the show. Joel Embiid went for 70. Can you recall a game where you really filled up the stat column, rebounding points?
Yeah, so the last Saturday, I think, I had 17 points against Wissahickon, and I'm not really like a scorer. I'm just more of a role player, so it was like.
She's a very good shooter.
Yeah.
She's very,
That's awesome.
Yeah. She doesn't talk herself up enough. She had 17 against Wissahickon, 5 threes.
Yeah,
Right?
5 threes.
And then the
yeah.
Saturday after you shot what?
I was 4 for 4 from the 3-point line.
That's
Very
great.
good
So, when things are, what is your role? You say you're a role player. How would you define your role on the team?
Just to not just be there to shoot, but that's what I'm best known for, do best. So yeah.
So you set up, and hopefully
Yeah.
somebody's going to find you,
Yeah, could open
kick
shot,
out.
yeah.
You're open for a 3.
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you think the key is for your team to move forward and have the best chances for success this season?
I think we just have to keep playing together. We've been doing well with it lately, coming together and actually trusting each other and working as a team. So I just think we have to keep playing as a team, and we'll be good for the future.
Well, it's wonderful when we get to have high school basketball players with us and find out all the other stuff that they're involved in. It says here, Blue Crew for both of you guys, and you're also on the soccer team?
Yeah, I am.
So that's got to be a little bit of managing all those different responsibilities and duties and everything. What is the Blue Crew, by the way?
Blue Crew is we basically just help out everywhere in the school. We volunteer sometimes, and if it's back to school night, you can go and help. You just help whenever help is needed around the school.
Nice. Well, go Blue Crew. Well, let's pass that microphone over to your teammate, if you don't mind. All right, thanks to Devin for being with us, and now we have Grace McShane here on the Coach's Corner. Grace, push that microphone up just a touch, and tell us about your big night.
So I'm still a sophomore, so I average a short amount of points, but against CB East, I had a layup that got us in front of them to start winning the game to get back at the end of the game with 1 minute left.
Well, I mean, they say sports come down to moments, and it sounds like that was one of the biggest moments in that game. So congratulations to look back on that. Was that your biggest highlight from this year? What are some other team accomplishments? You look back on some big games or big wins for you guys?
Beating CB East and beating Council Rock South. We haven't beat Council Rock South in the past 4 years.
All right, so what do you think the key is moving forward? Keep the momentum going, win as many games as you can so you guys can get as good a spot in the playoffs as possible.
Yeah, same thing like Devin said. You just got to keep working at it as a team and keep moving forward with it.
Well, looking good right now for the Bensalem Owls as they're positioning themselves for some postseason play and picking up a big win over Council Rock South. Congratulations on that W. And thanks for being with us tonight here for the Coach's Corner Show, talking a little high school hoops. And we're going to step aside, take a break. We will come back, talk to the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. They've been on a roll. They've been with us for a few weeks now for the Coach's Corner. And we'll have the Firebirds here. And then we're going to talk to Egan girls. We got the Conwell-Egan Catholic girls basketball team with us as well. The Bensalem boys are here. I think the Neshaminy girls are here. So we got to take a break and get some more teams up here for the Coach's Corner on WBCB.
Thank you.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Dion Square, located at South Oxford Valley Road and South Olds Boulevard, is a great place to shop and eat with the following businesses ready to serve you: the AutoZone, PA Wine and Spirits, CVS Pharmacy, The Hair Cuttery, Nationwide Insurance, Liberty Auto Tags, Smile Culture Dental, the First National Bank and Trust Company of Newtown, Lee's Hoagie House, and Pat Dion Beverages.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Are you looking for a checking account with convenient access and digital tools that can flex to your needs? Then check out Penn Community Bank's Free Checking Plus. With no monthly balance requirement and no monthly service fee, plus all the handy banking services and features you want and need. Early direct deposit? Check. Overdraft grace? Check. Mobile banking and Zelle? Check, check. Visit PennCommunityBank.com/free plus to learn more. Penn Community Bank. Here we grow. Account and feature terms, restrictions, and conditions apply. Ask for full details. Member FDIC.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in nearby Langhorne for the High School Coaches Corner. Once again, here is your host, Chris Ermer.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome back to Sandy's Beef and Ale here in Langhorne. A great spot, great sandwiches, the home of the world-famous Sandwich. They also have the Tailgater, the Cuban, great catering options for the Super Bowl with pork trays, beef trays, a wing tray. Get in touch with Sandy's and hook it up. And I wanted to talk about they have a food truck, but Dave was saying they don't actually get the food truck going until May. But if you're planning some summer events and you want to hook up the food trucks, kind of like a popular thing, they got one here at Sandy's. They'll bring out the roast beef and hook it up for you. Again, Sandy's Beef and Ale, the home of the Coach's Corner, and with us now the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds and Coach Heston. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
All right, 8-9 on the season, but some big wins over the past few weeks that you have been with us here at Sandy's. It seems like a little bit of a good luck charm.
I think you might be, Chris. I think so.
I'm going to take that. And you picked up a big win against Bensalem. We'll talk to the Bensalem boys here as well, so we don't want to stir up too much, but that was a big win for you, and you talked with us before about how those local rivalries are important to the Firebirds basketball.
Yep. And obviously Coach Morris does a great job with them. They're a phenomenal team. They were 13-1. They're 14-2 now, I think. So he just does an incredible job with them, getting them to play hard-nosed defense, move the ball offensively, and we just played really well against them, and had a chance to win.
So is that an indication that this team is playing some of the best basketball that you've seen this season, that you guys are getting better as things move on? I see your players are nodding in affirmation.
I think so. A lot of these guys are new. We graduated 13 seniors last year. Just kind of seeing what it takes to win night in, night out, and to be competitive. It takes a certain level, and I think we're kind of learning that on the job, but I think they're starting to figure it out, and things are starting to roll.
A little on-the-job training for Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. Well, some big wins. You guys are getting set to take on Penwood What do you see in that matchup? Anything that you're talking with your team? Any specific things that you guys have to do better?
So we had a week. We played Bensalem on Saturday. We play Penwood next Saturday. So we had a week to kind of reset, regain plan. We practiced Monday, Tuesday. We took today off, and then we'll refocus tomorrow and Friday to kind of focus on Penwood.
That's kind of unusual to have that ability to reboot during the season, especially with the weather that we've been talking about, games getting moved around and stuff. So that's great to take advantage of that. Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for our Coach's Corner show.
So we have two juniors. To my right, we have Charles Steinmetz, and then on the very end, we have Robbie Sagarich.
All right, well, welcome, Charles. Thank you for being with us. Asking everybody tonight about their big night. Joel Embiid, 70 points for the Sixers. We're not expecting anybody to have hang 70 on their resume, but what was one of your biggest nights that you look back on?
One that I typically look back on, the big win versus Pennsbury a few weeks ago. We were up by 3, and big possession. There was only 3 minutes left. They were playing really good defense. We kept moving the ball around. And I got the ball. They overplayed me a little bit, and I got a big layup to extend the lead to 5, and I'm pretty sure we didn't look back from there. Took the win.
That's awesome. I think your teammates mentioned that when they were with us
Really?
a couple of weeks ago about that moment. That's an awesome highlight for you and a big win for the program. Any other things you're hearing from your coaches that you guys need to tighten up and stuff that maybe even you're working on in your game?
I guess sometimes we lack intensity. Like we'll keep playing, but as the game goes on, we'll let our foot off the gas. And I believe that he's been really pushing us to not play a full 32 minutes. Every single game he tells us to play a full 32 minutes, and we've been starting to get closer and closer to that. And I think we've been almost there to get 32 minutes put together.
Yeah, do you think that's kind of a key to the big wins that you picked up recently?
Oh yeah, for sure. The games that we dropped in the beginning of the season, we would fall off in the first half really easily, and then we couldn't get back in, but we've been stringing together more complete games.
So the players and coaches that are with us, they fill out a little homework sheet, I like to call it, but some details about what some of the student athletes that join us do in addition to playing basketball. We heard from the Bensalem folks about their Blue Crew. You're involved in student government. Tell us about what you do in student government for the Firebirds.
So we usually meet, and then we will organize school events. Like we'll organize like the student sections, the themes, and school dances, stuff like that, and we'll look to have a better community within the school.
Are you an office holder, or you represent your class, or?
I'm just a class representative.
Nice. Well, again, thank you for being with us tonight. I want you to pass that microphone over to your teammate, if you would, and we'll talk with Robbie Sagarich.
Chris, actually, both of these two, Charles and Robbie, we just finished up our first semester, and both of them finished up with distinguished honors, which is above a 4.3 GPA.
That is awesome.
So definitely student athletes.
Getting it done in the classroom. That's outstanding. Robbie, tell us about your biggest night, and if you look back on, I don't know, your biggest points or your biggest win that you can share with us.
I think my biggest night was definitely against William Tennant, probably a month ago. I was taking the ball to the basket well, shooting well, and I had some big steals at the end of the game. I won in the fourth quarter, and then in overtime to kind of seal the game. So I'd say that's my biggest moment.
Now, was that just a matchup that you really favored you, and you were able to, I don't know, was it a one-on-one kind of situation where you were just able to have some success against that player, or was it a good shooting night for you?
I mean, it was a pretty good shooting night still. Definitely the player I was playing against was really good. It was Kirby Mooney. I was guarding him for most of the game, so it's definitely a tough matchup, but I felt like I did my part.
All right, so varsity golf. Tell us about Holy Ghost Prep Golf. It's a sport that I don't think a lot of people have a lot of familiarity with. I mean, we know the sport of golf, but how it all works at the high school level.
Yeah, so there's 8 players on a team, and you take the top 5 scores.
Is it in the spring?
It's a fall sport. So
what was the season like for you then? How did this golf season go?
It was pretty well. It was a lot better than the year before. We were very young last year, so this year was definitely an improvement. Our scores were getting a lot better, and our record was definitely a lot better. So.
All right, but we're sticking to basketball where we want a lot of scoring, not low scoring.
Yes.
What's the key for you guys against Penwood? What are you hearing from your coaches to keep this momentum going, get you back to the 500 mark?
Just keep the energy up. we need to keep the energy up, and defense too, with talking, helping, and all that stuff. So I feel like if we keep that up, we're gonna take it.
That's kind of what Charles was saying too. Intensity, finish.
Yeah.
All right, we'll carry that forward, guys. Thank you for being with us tonight, Coach Heston. Appreciate it. The Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds here at Sandy's Beef and Ale for the Coach's Corner. All right, we're going to let you guys go, get back to your Sandy Witches, and we want to bring up Conwell-Egan girls basketball and talk with them for a little bit. Again, this Sunday, NFC and AFC championship action here at Sandy's. Of course, the Flyers and the Sixers enjoy those games. Great game day atmosphere at Sandy's. And just to connect all the dots, Sandy's also the host of our Coaches Roundtable show. We'll be getting back to that in the fall, as this is our last Coaches Corner, talking high school basketball. And with us now, Conwell-Egan. And we have 3 of their players joining us. Welcome, girls. Thank you so much. All right, introduce yourself and tell us about your biggest scoring night on the basketball floor. We're finding out from everybody with us what their biggest point total was and their favorite game.
Okay, I'm Brooke McFadden, and my biggest accomplishment so far was scoring 16, 18, and 20 against the top teams in the PCL, and I also have 4 double-doubles so far.
Awesome. Awesome. So what do you think the key is for Egan basketball to play their best? What are you hearing from your coaches that you guys need to do a little bit better?
Definitely our defense. We're still like a really good defensive team, but we always have something to work on with defense.
All right, so are you guys a young team, or have you had a lot of experience playing together?
Yeah, we have 5 seniors right now, but one was just out with a torn ACL. She just came back. We have 1 junior, and then I believe 2 sophomores, and the rest are freshmen. So we do have a lot of freshmen, but other than that, there's like a good amount.
You guys have so many notes for me here. I'm hoping to pick up on everything. So are you a college commit, TCNJ?
I am, yeah.
Awesome. So you're going to continue to play basketball there?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
That is great. How did that all come together?
Well, I played on Philly Heat for AAU.
Yeah.
And they looked at me there. I got some other looks, but TCNJ struck out to me the most.
That's great. Well, good luck. Hopefully it's the right landing spot for you and everything works out for you. So it also says here, tough competition to begin the season in the Catholic League. Mm-hmm. And you guys really do run a gauntlet in that Catholic League.
Yeah.
We'll move on from Brooke, and we'll talk to another member of the Egan basketball team. Introduce yourself.
My name is Molly Maluski, and I'm a senior.
All right, so Molly, how about that competition? Game in and game out, there's really not a letdown for you guys.
Yeah, the Catholic League is probably one of the toughest, most skilled leagues in the entire country, I would say, especially for girls basketball. Insanely good.
Yeah. You guys hanging in there each and every game, working to compete. Tell us about your biggest night on the basketball floor. Again, we're connecting everything back to Joel Embiid, hooking up 70 points for the Sixers, and finding out all the players that are with us. What was their biggest night, favorite night?
Well, my favorite night was probably against Gwen and Mercy, the high school. I just feel like I had to step up because, I don't know, just...
Was that in this season?
Yes, it was.
Awesome. And you guys got the win that night?
No, we did not.
But you had an outstanding performance.
I would say yeah.
Nice.
I would say yeah. If we fought really hard, we usually don't come that close with them, but this season we did. So that's nice.
Awesome. And upcoming, you guys have a Little Flower.
Yes.
Any game plan? Anything you can tell us about Little Flower, or maybe what you guys are working on? Forget about them. What you need to do better to win that game?
For us, Little Flower, they're still a developing team. So for us, we need to focus on how we can execute some of our new plays that we're putting in to work against the higher level of competition that we're going to see in playoffs.
And pass that microphone on, if you would, to your teammate, another college commit, I believe, right? This is Brianna.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. And you're going to be playing basketball at Gwynedd Mercy University.
Yeah.
That is terrific. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so what was your biggest night? Tell us about one of your highlight games.
We went and played a tournament in Washington, D.C., and I had 22 points off of 6 for 8 at the 3.
Awesome. So you get the road trip, and then you also have a big night on the floor. That sounds like a lot of fun. What's the key to continuing? I mean, winning is fun, and how do you keep that vibe going with this team and continue to compete? Or I don't know, what's that all like? Because you guys have had some struggles with tougher competition, but it seems like you guys have a really great vibe, a lot of smiles, and have fun together.
Yeah, I feel as long as our team sticks together, which we do, we've become a very close-knit team.
Yeah.
Even though there's a lot of seniors and a lot of freshmen, we became very close. So I think that's the key to keeping our consistency and playing well together.
All right, I hope I'm not missing any of these notes on here. Let me see. 2 sisters?
Yeah, so we're twins.
Oh, okay.
And then she has the single junior on our team is her little sister.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What's that? I mean, siblings sometimes it's great, but then there's also sibling rivalry.
Yeah, it's really fun actually because we all play volleyball together too. So we call it the sister act because we're always just all playing together, and it's really fun when we're all on the floor together.
I mean, that sounds kind of perfect for Conwell-Egan Catholic High School sister act, right? Where's Whoopi Goldberg? You know?
Yeah, right.
All right, well, girls, thank you for being with us tonight for the Coach's Corner show and representing Conwell-Egan Catholic girls basketball. Good luck going forward.
Thank you for having us.
All right, we're going to step aside, take care of a couple of quick messages, and return here to Sandy's Beef and Ale to talk more high school basketball. We got the Neshaminy girls basketball team, and they'll join us coming up next.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Dion Square, located at South Oxford Valley Road and South Olds Boulevard, is a great place to shop and eat with the following businesses ready to serve you: the AutoZone, PA Wine and Spirits, CVS Pharmacy, the Hair Cuttery, Nationwide Insurance, Liberty Auto Tags, Smile Culture Dental, the First National Bank and Trust Company of Newtown, Lee's Hoagie House, and Pat Dion Beverages.
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, prove it.
At Penn Community Bank, we're not just your bankers, we're your neighbors. That comes in handy when you're purchasing your first place, refinancing an existing mortgage, buying a second home or investment property, or looking to tap into your home's equity. Whatever your situation, we pair the latest products, services, and technology that you need with the experienced banking professionals you want. Visit penncommunitybank.com or stop by your local branch to find out how we can make your family's growth personal. Penn Community Bank. Here we are and here we grow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in nearby Langhorne for the High School Coach's Corner. Once again, here is your host, Chris Ermer.
Hey, thank you very much. Back here at Sandy's Beef and Ale, and a couple of teams for the Coach's Corner. They didn't bring the coaches. We just talked to Conwell-Egan Catholic, their girls basketball team, coachless, but the players still bold enough to come up and talk with us on WBCB, and we thank them very much. Same story for the Neshaminy girls basketball team, and we've got 3 players with us, Alina, Ava, and Lola. Lola just wants to be a silent partner here in this whole thing, so we'll see if we will allow that or we're going to actually talk with her. But first up, we talk with Alina. Hey, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Push that up just a little bit. Awesome. So, finding out from everybody with us about their biggest night on a basketball court, whether it was when they were playing youth basketball or last season or something when they were coming up, trying to connect everything back to Joel Embiid's 70-point night for the Sixers. So, what was your biggest night on the floor? If you could take us through that. It doesn't have to be points. It could be rebounding. It could be, we've heard from some different players about big moments where they were able to help turn a game around.
I'd probably say the Pennsbury game yesterday. It was or last night. I forget what it was. But the last Pennsbury game was a really big game for us, and I think I showed up with some big offensive boards, defensive too.
Known for your speed and rebounding, so you're able to take advantage of those elements on the floor?
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean, congratulations on the win over Pennsbury. It's been a while since you guys have gotten that done. Made a little history.
Yeah.
That must have felt good.
Yeah, especially on their court. Felt pretty good.
All right, so you were at Pennsbury for that game, but when you're at Gym 3, I feel like it's a whole different atmosphere and feel than years ago. I don't know, Neshaminy basketball didn't get a lot of hype or love, and now the student section comes out, and I don't know, have you been feeling that either this season, last season, your time?
I think a lot of our support comes from like the little girls from the NAB who show up for us. They give us a lot, and they're really sweet, so it's nice to see them up in the stands because they're especially hyped for like all the players when they hit a big shot, get a rebound, you'll hear them when the other team's shooting a free throw, and our bench is just as loud as them, so I think it feels good having support come from everywhere.
That's awesome. Those feeder programs are so important. What's your involvement with NAB? I see it's listed on one of the things you get involved with, not just playing for those girls, but you coach them?
Yeah, sometimes in the summer we'll help out with the JV coach. We'll go show them some of the stuff that we know, and they're always super hyped to see us, so it's really nice.
All right, so what's the key against Council Rock South to keep that momentum going, take that Pennsbury win, and build off it?
I think we got to come with the same energy that we came with the Pennsbury game. We can't expect to win the game. We got to be hyped right off the bat and, just keep hitting shots, be good on defense.
All right, so Ceramics Club, is that the thing you said, don't talk to me about Ceramics Club, but somebody wrote it on this paper, Ceramics Club.
A lot of people don't believe I'm actually in it, but I am in Ceramics Club, so it's a little controversial.
Well, we're breaking news here on the Coach's Corner. She is in the Ceramics Club, all right? It's legit.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's on the paper,
yeah,
so it's got to be true.
Got to be legit.
All right, well, thank you for being with us tonight. Good luck going forward. Let's talk to your teammate now, Ava, here with us. So, Ava, tell us about your biggest night on the floor.
I would say it's definitely our first game against Pennsbury. I hit 2 big threes that were in pretty crucial times of the game, so that was definitely probably the most important game for me.
So it says here you're known for your defense, but also you like to step out and shoot some 3-point shots.
Yeah.
And is that something where like your teammates can kick out to you and Alina will feed you? And
yeah, a lot of our offense is, we have a lot of players who can penetrate really easily, so my job's just to be out there for the kick out. So.
All right, so take us through the celebration as you guys get the win over Pennsbury and able to enjoy that as a team.
It was just like a great feeling, especially since we haven't won there in such a long time, and it was especially great with the group of girls we had. The bench had so much energy, and our freshmen really showed up for that game, so it was just really exciting overall.
All right, so Council Rock South, what are you hearing from your coaches, or what do you think you guys need to do better in order to take the momentum, build, get another W?
I would say just definitely come out with the same energy we came out against Pennsbury last night. I feel like our energy was just off the charts, and it really contributed to our win. So as long as we come out with the same, energy and feel, I think we'll be able to pull out with another win.
So we've got Alina, Ava, Lola with us from the Neshaminy girls basketball team, and 13-3. So congratulations already on a good season. Have your coaches been talking to you about your postseason picture, league possibilities to pick up a championship?
You know,
I mean, for a lot of teams, it's a game-by-game mentality, and that's not brought up. But for some programs, that's a huge motivator, and you guys have positioned yourselves now to...
Like the SOL?
Yeah.
Oh.
SOL,
Yeah.
Either the league, and then you have the district playoffs after that, and the SOL tournament.
Well, our coach thinks, you know, we could definitely be good enough to, you know, make a good run in states and, you know, maybe even win it. And for our division, for the SOL, I think we're one win away from winning it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, that's what we need to hear. So you guys could get it done potentially against Council Rock South. That is a league game. The next opponent for Neshaminy. I don't want to build it up too much. I don't know if you guys have recognized that possibility. A little eye contact there. You had a moment.
I'm not even quite sure. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little lost right now. I'm not sure what. I think that's true. I think we're just like a couple wins away from it.
You guys are getting close.
Yeah,
you guys
really
are getting
close.
very close. So the end game now for Neshaminy. Want to thank you guys for being with us today. And Lola, we'll let you be a silent member of this whole thing. Our Coach's Corner with Neshaminy girls basketball here from Sandy's Beef and Ale. All right, we have one more team to talk to, and we're going to bring up the Bensalem boys in just a little bit. But we want to wish Neshaminy the best as they take on Council Rock South, and they look to close out a league championship. Right now, number one in the division, and so it's the end game now for Neshaminy. Good luck to you guys. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're coming back to Sandy's in just a bit.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Dion Square, located at South Oxford Valley Road and South Olds Boulevard, is a great place to shop and eat with the following businesses ready to serve you: the AutoZone, PA Wine and Spirits, CVS Pharmacy, the Hair Covering, Nationwide Insurance, Liberty Auto Tags, Smile Culture Dental, the First National Bank and Trust Company of Newtown, Lee's Hoagie House, and Pat Dion Beverages.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
Are you looking for a checking account with convenient access and digital tools that can to your needs? Then check out Penn Community Bank's Free Checking Plus with no monthly balance requirement and no monthly service fee, plus all the handy banking services and features you want and need. Early direct deposit? Check. Overdraft grace? Check. Mobile banking and Zelle? Check, check. Visit PennCommunityBank.com/free plus to learn more. Penn Community Bank. Here we grow. Account and feature terms, restrictions, and conditions apply. Ask for full details. Member FDIC.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in nearby Langhorne for the high school Coach's Corner. Once again, here is your host, Chris Ermer.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome back to Sandy's Beef and Ale, the Coach's Corner, talking high school basketball on WBCB. And we just had the Neshaminy girls basketball team. They're atop the division on the girls' side and at the top of the division on the boys' side, the Bensalem Owls. And with us now, Coach Mike Rangione. Coach, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
It was kind of fun last week because Coach Morris had like the whole family out here. Antonio, Nora, Noah was here. It's like, and then afterwards he was saying his daughter plays basketball too. I was like, wow.
Yes, it's a basketball family.
Everybody hooping it up with the Morrises. All right, so tell us a little bit about the Holy Ghost Prep game. I know we don't want to dwell on a negative. You guys are 14-2, so doing it up big time. And again, you only have, I don't know, you don't have much work to do to secure a league championship, which is a big deal, but a little bit of a disappointing game against Holy Ghost Prep. What went wrong for you guys there?
Yeah, it was definitely disappointing, but they've been, I think, one of the hottest teams over the last couple of weeks. I think they had won 4 out of their last 5 coming in.
Yeah, coming on strong.
They're really young. There's guys have experience, and honestly, they were a desperate team, and they played like it. We had a chance to win. We were one defensive stop away, and we couldn't get it.
Well, congratulations on the way you guys have positioned yourselves to have success, both a potential league championship, looking at a great position when it comes to postseason play. Up next for Bensalem, Council Rock North. What do you see in that matchup, and what are you talking to your players about this upcoming game?
Well, it's another team that's definitely playing. They're a different team than we saw, a month ago. They're definitely playing a lot better. They're young. Coach Wright, you don't have to say much about him with his background. They just almost beat CBE, so we're going to have our hands full.
All right, so Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight. A couple of guests here for the Coaches Roundtable show.
Sure. To my right is Nate Cooper. He's a senior. He's, in my opinion, one of the best defenders in the whole SOL. He's always covering the best player. He did a great job last night on Ray Hill from South. He's did a great job on Kaminsky from CB East. Just an overall team guy, glue guy. Just a great guy to have in the program. And next to him is Jaden Moffitt, a junior. His stats kind of speak for itself. I'd be shocked if he's not a first-team All-League player. Just a matchup problem as soon as he walks in the gym.
Coach, I want you to go back in the day. Do you remember your big night on the floor? We're asking all the players here, and we haven't asked any coaches.
Not the type of nights that Jaden's had this season, but I was more of a glue guy. Similar to Nate, not the defender Nate is, but just a guy that loved being around basketball.
And what kind of role do you play on the coaching staff? Like, how do you and Coach Morris and the other guys, divvy up the different things that you want to work with the team on?
Well, we're really grateful to have a great staff. We have a deep staff. I'm basically, scouting, just wherever Coach Morris needs me.
Gotcha. All right, Nate, welcome to the show. Thank you for being with us. Asking everybody tonight about their biggest night on the floor. So can you take us through a night that you remember, able to fill it up and score at ease?
I would probably say the CB East game where I guarded Jake Kaminsky. It was kind of like a two-way game. I think I had 13 points, and it was like a good shooter night for me, too. I hit 2 threes, and I had a mid-range, and I had some fast break points, too. So it was a good overall game. I held him. He was pretty quiet until the fourth quarter. He's still a good player, so to keep him quiet for that long was pretty good, and it held him in check. So that pretty much allowed us, and then on the offensive end, it kind of fed, too. With the threes I hit, too, it kind of gave me some confidence, and I think it overall just helped the team with a good win against a tough team.
And as you're describing that, did it mean a little bit more to you because it was against a good player?
Yeah, I took the matchup, personally. When you're guarding good players, especially one of the best, people that say the best in the county, you want to take those matchups personally. So you want to just come out and play solid defense all night long. And that's kind of what I had my mindset on the whole game.
All right, so you look back at this season, you guys 14-2, you've had some big wins. Is there one that stands out for you, one team that you guys were able to take down?
I think, honestly, the CB West and CB South games, I think those games were really kind of like Bensalem brand of basketball, kind of fighting back and being, persistent through it all. We were down a little bit, and we hit some tough shots at the end, too. I think Antonio and Morris's buzzer beater at the end for CB West. And then Noah in the same week too, hitting the buzzer beat in the corner three. It kind of just showed our persistence as a team, how we're all unified together and come down to them.
I was asking the Neshaminy girls about the support that they've been getting this season, and winning helps a lot. You know, they're at the top of the league. You guys are at the top of the league. Feels like you guys are getting a lot of support in that gym. It feels different now. I don't know, with the student section and I don't know, the energy in there. Do you feel that when you're out there on the floor?
Yeah, you definitely feel it. I talked to a lot of people in the student section. You know, even in the halls, people just coming up and saying something to you. Like, everybody's kind of together this year. A lot of the student section is a bunch of seniors too, so we're kind of all in it together. So it's just like a different kind of vibe this year, I feel like, in the student section. It's just like a whole different aura, I feel.
Now, Nate, did you guys set preseason goals? Did you talk about that as a team? And, I mean, you guys already are close to achieving some big things. Have you reassessed those goals, and where would you set, I don't know, where you guys have the capacity to go a long way and make a deep run?
Yeah, I feel like every team in SWA, everybody has mainly the same goals. You know, you want to win the league, want to make it to district playoffs,
right,
hopefully state. So everybody has the same goals. So we've just been taking it one game at a time. And, you know, we're doing so far, we're doing pretty well, but we just got to keep going and have the same mindset, but to continue to make those goals.
Well, good luck against Council Rock North. Thank you for being with us tonight here on the Coach's Corner show. Pass that microphone over to your teammate if you would, and we'll talk with Jaden Moffitt. By the way, is it Jaden looking at Penn State? Oh, Nate looking at Penn State, possibly Drexel. Good luck, whatever your next step is going to be. And again, thanks for being with us. So, Jaden, tell us about one of your biggest nights.
I think one of my biggest nights was either against Norristown or CB South. CB South, I had 27. I hit 2 threes. I had 5 rebounds. So it was a good night.
That's a great stat line.
And then Norristown, I had 29 and 7 rebounds. So it was both great nights.
You know, we hear from all the different players that join us about the team coming together and how important that is. Everybody's got to work together. How's that been, that chemistry, as you guys have gone through this season? I mean, success, you guys must be having a lot of fun.
Yeah, we spend time off the court. We have team meals before every game. We just go out, like in summer we go out, go to LA Fitness and hoop with everyone. So, like, we all come together.
Any wins stand out to you as you look back on this season? And I don't know if it was a turning point or Nate was talking about those games you guys came back.
Yeah, I think all the Central Bucks games, because everyone was talking about how CB East was the best, so like we really took that personal.
Yeah.
And then CB South and CB West, we were down, and then we had to come back and fight to win.
How about the energy you've been feeling from the crowd, the students? Is that something like some players actually hear that stuff and other players just go in a zone? What's your experience when you're on the floor? Do you hear the crowd?
I hear it. Like, it makes, like, the louder they get, like, the more it makes me fired up to keep playing.
Can you describe, like, how would you describe your game? Because when I saw you play, you have kind of inside presence, but also a mid-range game.
Yeah, I like to go to the rim. I like to go, play off 2 feet, post up, and then I could shoot. So, like, I could step out, shoot mid-range, shoot threes. So,
now, are you a Sixers fan? Did you see Joel Embiid's 70-point night?
Yeah.
I mean, when did you realize, like, he might be making history here?
I have no clue. Like, it was just like he was just scoring, like, the first quarter.
Yeah, I think in the first quarter of that game, he had 24 points. So you're like, yeah, something big could be happening in this game. What do you think the key is now? I asked Nate about it, the goals that you guys have. What's the key to achieving the big things that you guys have positioned yourselves to potentially reach?
You just got to play hard defense, fight through. Don't listen to anyone, like, whatever people have to say on the outside. Just keep keep staying together.
Now, again, you guys are at the top of the league. You getting some support from your classmates in school? Like, people recognizing now, these guys are doing some things?
Yeah.
That's great. I'm really glad to hear that. Coach, I want to turn back to you real quick. How about the logistics? Did all the snow and the weather mess up your schedule, or are you guys able to get through that and you're back to normal?
It did. We had a full week without a game, and we went into that ghost game not on our usual schedule. Not an excuse, but wasn't ideal for us.
Yeah. Well, I guess those challenges are just something that helps to build that resilience and build that chemistry. What do you see in that regard? I asked Jaden about it, how the team has come together and built that team gelling chemistry and all.
They've really come together since the end of last season. I don't think you'll find a team in the whole SOL that does more than we do in the off season, whether it's leagues, camps, just pretty much everything. They've been together for, the past 8 months, and I think it's really showing right now.
All right, well, we got Bensalem on WBCB next Tuesday. Upcoming games on the WBCB Sports Network. Friday, we're going to be at Truman, Pennsbury visiting the Tigers. And then next Tuesday, Pennsbury hosting Bensalem. So that could be a game where you guys wrap up the league. Is that something that you guys look at? I mean, the great start that the Owls got to really positioned you guys well to make this run here down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, we're taking it one game at a time. Pennsbury is still the defending league champs, so we're going to go into there and hopefully, come back with a win.
And that'll get you even closer to hoisting a league championship. So good luck to the Bensalem Owls. Thanks for being here, to Jaden and to Nate. And thanks to all of our high school basketball fans that have been with us at Sandy's over the past few weeks when we've been doing our high school Coaches Corner show. We hope to do it again maybe next season. We'll be back with the Coaches Roundtable show. We do a high school football thing at Sandy's. It's like a big deal. All of the schools come out, and it's become a great tradition. We hope to keep that tradition going now with high school basketball and talk to Bensalem next season and check in with Neshaminy and hear from Conwell-Egan Catholic and all the schools that have been with us. Holy Ghost Prep, they deserve a special award because they were the only school that made it all 3 times, I think. So congratulations to the Firebirds. But we couldn't do it without the coaches, without the players, and the buy-in for local high school basketball. So thanks so much. Thanks also to Dave Gindon, to Jane, his wife, who's our executive producer. She gives everybody the coaching. Yeah, she's getting a little round of applause. Thanks, of course, to Gus Barber. He does a great job doing our video engineering. Gus was given a bummy computer last week. We had all kinds of problems, but Gus deserves special recognition for the great work that he does every time he is with us at WBCB. Thanks to Gus Barber, our video engineer. Keith Noonan back at our WBCB studios. Thanks to Keith. And you can catch him on the play-by-play of a lot of our Jersey action. Not only we do Bucks County basketball, but we do a lot of Greater Trenton high school hoops, and Keith Noonan carries much of that coverage. We thank him for his studio work tonight. And again, thanks to you for being with us from Sandy's Beef and Ale. Check out the AFC NFC Championship game this Sunday. Catering for the Super Bowl. They got it done here at Sandy's. Jane's making everybody smile here as we wrap up the show. Thanks so much here on WBCB.